Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is the Audi Q7 Facelift. Audi logo to unlock the car, to open the boot and to lock the vehicle. The key is not at all premium for a car of this price and this segment, of course. Let's straight away open the engine bay, which means that there's a lever. I just need to push it and there it's actually very easy to open. There's insulation right there and of course the engine, which is the petrol unit right now. Audi logo there, which is actually nice plastic covering. Let's do one thing, let's just shut this. Hydraulic struts, of course. Now the car's face has been lifted literally because it gets a bigger grille, of course, and the lights are also updated. But look at the grille, it is massive. Well, that's what she said. There's a front parking camera right there, says Quattro, and we've got front parking sensors as well. The bumper has been revised, the lights have also been revised. Gets this sort of a lash treatment. These are matrix LED lights, beautiful lights, like really very nice, awesome indeed. You get headlight washers, of course, and this treatment on the side. In fact, it gets dynamic swipe indicators, which sort of have an arrow shape, look really beautiful. The size of this car is actually big enough, but compared to the first generation Q7, it doesn't have that imposing presence. Sort of looks like a station wagon, and Audi has done a Land Rover here because the alloy wheel design is very bland. In fact, I went to their global website to see if they have any car with such bland alloy wheel design. No Q7 abroad comes with this bland alloy wheel design. So this happens to be a 19-incher, 255/55, 19 is the size of the tire. There's of course a camera here, a side footstep as well. This doesn't seem functional. This is the roof rail actually, and a lot of cuts and creases on this car, but so much like a station wagon. At the rear, the lights again have been revised. Beautiful. Look at the attention to detail in the light. Look really very nice. In fact, this is, it's actually a bulb, not a LED. Well, this is an all LED unit. So this is obviously the rear fog light, and there are reflectors everywhere. Rear parking sensors, they've added this chrome to join both the lights instead of having a full light treatment which they have on the other models. Says Q7 right here. Dynamic swipe indicators, of course, and this is the towing hook. Faisal Khan's fingers of truth. Not happy with the fake exhaust because the real exhaust happens to be, that is the real exhaust of this Audi Q7. Meanwhile, let's do one thing, let's open the boot. Now there's a small problem here. Firstly, let me press this button. Obviously, it has got a power tailgate. Audi's actually put all the spare parts in the boot and sent me the car, which is kind of weird because how do I use that third row of seats? So this is sort of an accessory. It's a box. Okay, I don't know. This must be costing an arm or leg. And this is an air purifier probably. You can push it behind. This has a lot of spare parts here and there. So it says Audi Infotainment Mobile. So those screens are actually optional, I believe. We're just going to keep this down as well. You can see it has all the logos: Seat, Skoda, Volkswagen, Audi. Well, where is the Lambo logo as well as the Ducati and the Bugatti ones? Now parcel shelf is actually installed. So I'll just show you one thing. There I'm trying to put the seat back. As soon as it touches the parcel shelf, it actually goes back, not completely. So we have to remove the parcel shelf as well. Oh my god, that is a tough task. So Audi has basically made sure that I cannot check the third row of seats. Anyways, let's put this inside, and I think this joins and all here. You can slot it so that luggage does not go behind or fall and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the spare wheel is not here. Okay, where is the spare wheel? So this is actually a mechanism to fill air and a lot of wires and stuff. You can see right there, a lot of parts lying here and there. Where is the spare wheel of the car? Is it there? The car doesn't have a spare wheel actually. So this thing can be, you can actually install this here, slotting it between both the things, but that's not important. What's important is how do I actually, this can be extended as well. So this is to increase or decrease the ride height of the vehicle. Obviously it gets air suspension just to make it easier to load stuff. There I'm actually reclining it. I'm sure you guys can see it, but it's not so visible on camera. There I've squatted the car completely thanks to air suspension. Okay, how do we open this? That's another mystery altogether. Okay, there's a button there, Faisal. How stupid of you. Now, yeah, now it is out. We are just going to keep it here for a moment. That is the irony of a 7-seater. I actually have to keep stuff outside so I can actually use the third row of seats. So I'm just going to press this button, recline the seat completely. This is a 7-seater and there the seat is in place. Can I press this to move anything? No. Okay, now that's in place. 50-50 split. This is enough for us to actually experience the last row of seats. So what do? I open the door. It has got request sensors on all the doors, which is a good thing. Here, easy to recline the seat. There I've reclined it, and then this tumbles also. For that, I just need to, yeah. Ho. That was easy. Now I can climb in, but I'm not going to sit there because under thigh support is very poor. Seat is a bit upright. Leg room, knee room is non-existent, and obviously your knees are going to be to your chest. So third row of seats don't have much space, but there are buttons here so that you can control the seats from here as well. That's actually a very nifty feature. Okay, I'm just going to put it down there, press a button, and everything works really nice. Lot of buttons for all this, which have been placed in multiple places. That's actually a nice touch. My goodness, this is heavy. Trust me on this. So, okay, this is how to pick it up. And in order to put it back into place, you actually have to press this lever. And yeah, this is completely upright at the moment. You've got sun blinds, which are manually. Yeah, these are manual sun blinds as well, and there is an ashtray here, which is nice actually. This is not damped, but hard plastics in plenty. Storage space is a lot. Like this is a big box and some instructions. Obviously, it gets ISOFIX child seat mounts. All the luggage is lying there. We need to put it back into place. Let's pick up the parcel shelf and stuff it here randomly. I honestly don't understand the point of a 7-seater if you can't really keep the luggage anywhere, but we'll just manage. I like this, but it's going to be super duper expensive, so we're just going to keep it back into place. When I'm going to do the driving vlog now, all this is going to move all over the place. I think, Faisal, it will be a wise move to just put this seat down. So we're just going to put this seat down as well. Thing is that you have to keep this button pressed. Unlike other cars where you can just, press it once, this does not work that way. There, into place. Okay, there is a cup holder for the kids who sit in the last row, and the parcel shelf is into place. Seat belts are nicely placed, of course, really very nicely. Yeah, come on, it's going very slowly upwards. Yeah, back into place. That's very nicely and neatly done. Press this button, power tailgate. Notice one thing, the indicator and the light is working here. Now, as soon as you close the boot, it shuts from here and shifts on the top. That's a nice feature. So in case you're driving with the boot open, the lights below start working as indicator as well as the brake lights. Super duper attention to detail there by Audi. There is a shark fin antenna right there. Okay, no soft door close. Now you can see there's not much legroom on offer because the seats are all the way ahead. I can just push it back. There you can see increases the legroom on offer. So there's good amount of space in the middle row, of course. And hard plastics here, easy to get in, just step there. And this thing seems to have a cover, doesn't say Audi or anything of that sort. Seat obviously reclines. This is recline that is upright, and I think this is an option right now, which you can see the screen here, which is a touchscreen, videos, music, games. So let me just try and play CSR Racing at the moment. Okay, obviously it connects to a headphone jack somewhere or the other. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. So multiple input options as well, output too. There's a hook here. Height adjustable seat belts at the front. There is a handle along with the hook, and light is touch operated, which is nice. This is going to take a year or two to load. 4-zone climate control air conditioning system. This is really very nicely done. I love it. I love the colors as well. Okay, the game actually loaded right now. We're just going to reduce the volume so that I will not get a copyright strike. Let's just do next. Let's see if this game works. They're giving me a Mini Cooper S. No, I don't want to upgrade. Oh well, that's fine. Anyways, let's go and race. There's a hump in the center, so a middle passenger won't be comfortable, although he does get ahead. And there is a center armrest as well, which is not easy to operate. Yeah, things could have been slightly easier to operate with cup holders which pop out like that. Scooped out seat back, magazine holders as well. Let's go race. It's going to take some time. Meanwhile, you can see the dashboard design has changed because now we have got 3 screens in this car. Okay, my Mini Cooper is ready. Let me turn on the volume. It's racing against an Audi right now, and off we go. Come on, baby. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to get to nitrous straight away. Here we go. Oh, my nitrous is already gone. Why am I not seeing a proper view? Can you just turn around? Okay, it's a drag race or something. I have to make shifts manually. Oh god, I have lost because, okay, this is a drag race. There's no need to turn. You just go straight. Of course, the car had to lose because the Audi was on the other side, and we're sitting in an Audi playing right now. I'm very disappointed with myself losing to this Audi. Alrighty, let's get going ahead. Okay, panoramic roof, massive, brings in a lot of light. In fact, doors also shut with a proper third. You can see there's good amount of knee room and leg room on offer, and of course, yeah, under thigh support is also decent, not great, decent I would say. Headroom is really nice actually. It's quite good now, the headroom. And this touch operated light is so freaking cool when it works, that is. Okay, let's get out. I'm feeling a little claustrophobic, I don't know why. Ashtray, I don't know why Germans are so obsessed with ashtrays and smoking, but anyways, that's their thing. So Audi has actually offered more features in this car, the new Q7, the facelifted model, and this has come almost 5 to 6 years after the model was first unveiled. Now, this is not a manual, yet it gets an extra pedal. Now, this is additional, which was lying in the boot right now, but there you can see the pedal gets sort of a metal treatment. There's a proper dead pedal. There is a storage space here as well, which is not really as deep as I thought. Electric adjust for the driver's seat as well as the co-driver's seat, but memory function only for the driver. You can save up to 2 people. Settings, unlock the car, lock the car. These are the controls for the outside rear view mirror adjustment. These are the controls for the power window adjustment, and you can actually child lock from here itself. Door pockets are big enough here, and this is actually to open the boot of the vehicle. Seats are really very nice and comfortable, like easy to operate. The headrest as well, you can do it with one hand of course, and really very nice seats, good amount of support. Quality levels are also quite nice because they have actually used soft touch material on the top. Yeah, this is soft. Bhagwati, please go behind, and if you're getting bored, you can use this pedal to play that game as well. Now, the dashboard design is actually quite good. Okay, these are the controls for the lights. I'm just going to shut off the fog lights and auto function as well. Lot of piano black, which is actually a fingerprint magnet. The co-passenger will never ever panic in this car because it has got Quattro, and it's written right in front of the co-passenger. Now, this is an 8.6 inch screen for the air conditioning, downhill assist, self park function, and yeah, when you press a button, it actually activates on the top, so you can browse through the climate control, air conditioning system from here itself. I'm just going to turn it off for the moment. Yeah, this thing is making sound. I was wondering where the sound is coming from. Just going to shut this, and this is actually the output area, which you can see at the moment. Now, the thing is that this is a complete fingerprint magnet. This is a 10.1 inch screen. This is an 8.6 inch screen. And this is the lever for the cruise control. Steering wheel is adjustable both for reach as well as rake, but you know what, it's a manual adjust, which is quite surprising to me. And there's storage space here, twin cup holders along with a 12 volt charging socket as well. This slides ahead a little bit only, yeah, that much. And here you can see there's wireless charging pad and 2 USB-C charging sockets along with some storage space as well. The glove box is okay size, not that big as such, and get the continuous vent treatment. In fact, this is very much like a Q8. Okay, electric parking brake, auto hold function. This is the gear lever, beautiful to operate. This is for the driver alert systems, or I mean basically, let's just shut this. Okay, oh my god, this thing is making so much sound. What's wrong with it? I shut it and it still continues. So basically the one here is making the sound. Just shut it for a moment. Yeah, just shut this screen. Unnecessary sound is being made. Now, this is obviously optional to keep your kids busy. AC vents on the side as well, which is kind of cool. So, you know, even though the last row doesn't really have AC vents, at least the second row has enough to really cool the cabin in no time at all. Okay, so here we were with the screen. Usual Audi screen with a lot of functions. No MMI controller. Physical switches are there for the volume to go to a next track. This is for the parking camera, the 360-degree parking camera, which you can see right now. Very nice camera. And what, there's a graphic view as well. That's kind of nice, but I'll obviously use the camera view, which is better. And you can go through multiple views for the camera too. There's a 3D camera as well, and you can just turn around the car to see exactly where you are, which is nice without a doubt. So it has got navigation as well. Okay, there it is. Beautiful. The system is really very nice, very well done indeed, and Audi's done a fantastic job with this screen, but not so much with the screen because it's so distracting to operate. This is for the drive select, this is for traction control, this is for the hazard light and air conditioning controls here and there, of course. Now this is for self park. When I press this button, it says please activate the parking space search function to start assist plus parking, and if I press this button, it gets into drive assist. It doesn't really have much other than lane keep assist. ADAS functions missing in this car, disappointingly. Okay, this is the engine start button. Meanwhile, steering has a lot of buttons. Firstly, it doesn't get the flat bottom steering wheel, and this is to pick up a call, favorites, audio system, plastic paddles, and this is to browse through various audio functions, of course. And then you can obviously browse through the virtual cockpit using this button. Plenty of information on offer, like I can go right and left and basically into audio, notes, also navigation, and then I can press this view button to go to a full map view as well, which means there's going to be multiple views. For that I have to get into car. There are going to be settings somewhere or the other. 1 second. Okay, yeah, the usual bits which I've been seeing recently when I've been driving Audi cars. So nothing new as such. Background lighting has 30 colors. Yeah, 30 colors. But as always, there are different colors for the surfaces and contours. Actually, the colors are the same, but you have to go separately. I mean, similar, but you have to go separately to actually operate this. So yeah, ambient lighting in this car, which is a nice touch as such. And where were we? Okay, it's not as fluid to operate as say a Mercedes system. Settings and service, air suspension trailer. What is that? Air suspension wheel change. Okay, nothing of that sort we're going to turn on. I don't know what the car is going to end up telling me to do later. We're going to come out of this menu. We're going to get into settings directly, and here display and brightness, there's instrument cluster, Audi virtual cockpit. Ah, nice. Now I can actually change the, what is this, no display. Oh, I can decide what I want to see here from here, which doesn't make much sense to me, honestly. It would be just easier if everything can be operated there. So here, okay, I'm trying to understand how I can make changes. I'll figure this out when we're doing the driving vlog. Of course, I'll just play around with the system. So this is the control for the indicators, that lever. This is for the wipers, and you can see the wipers work really well because the spray actually comes out of the wipers. The spray is inside the wipers. Auto dimming inside your mirror. Light placement on the top, you just touch activate that, and you obviously get a massive panoramic roof. I've opened it at the moment, and then you can see it brings in a lot of light. Plus the cabin obviously has this sort of a beigeish treatment there. It's so airy. Now this full thing is open. That's wonderful. Here you can see there are actually 2 sun blinds. Yeah, that's right. There are 2 sun blinds as well. That's a cool thing to have. And obviously you've got a light there. Same is the case here as well. So 2 sun blinds is very unique feature. In fact, handle is on the driver's side too. Now this is an instrument cluster which I've seen in so many Audi cars. It doesn't even make sense for me to go and talk about it. The horn is actually nice and loud as well. Let me just shut the sunroof for a moment. There it is shutting. It takes its own sweet time. So as I see it, good amount of features, but can this petrol engine do justice to the lack of a diesel? Well, let's start driving right away. But before that, I immediately realized one thing, that I should shut the car. Where's the button? There we shut the car, and then it shows the Audi logo coming, and there's a curtain from the top. It's just going to open and get out, because obviously if you are in a VW group car, we have to try this feature, which is basically I am going to lock the car. Here I have locked the car. There the mirror goes inside. I'm going to unlock and keep this button pressed, and you see all the windows roll down, but the sunroof now actually just tilts. So you can see the sunroof has actually tilted. That's a fantastic feature to have. I don't even know why I keep showing you this feature, because it's there in almost every VW group car except the Kushaq and the Taycan. Yeah, the Rapid had it, the Vento had it, the Polo has it. Bye-bye. Okay, let's start driving. Alright, we are all set to go, which means first and foremost we are going to turn off the air conditioning completely. I am actually going to get into drive select. It's a little bit confusing. Okay, and I'm going to get into dynamic mode. You can see the ride height is actually being decreased right now. It's saying, yeah, it is decreasing it because obviously it's got air suspension. We're going to get into car, and we are going to get into car details. Meanwhile, I'm going to turn off traction control off. Into drive mode, we are already, okay, why is this thing coming in between? We are already in sport mode for the gearbox, hazard light off, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor. Where is the launch control? Well, there is no launch control in this car, which is quite surprising, because launch control should be standard in every car, I think, especially a German car. Any which ways, this is a 3-liter V6 petrol engine. There is no diesel on offer anymore. There's just one petrol engine, which actually produces 340 horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque. Audi claims it goes from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.9 seconds, which is actually very quick for a car of this size and weight. Honestly, the engine performs fantastically well. It's obviously turbocharged, and that's the reason why there is some lag lower down, but in the mid-range it feels really nice and strong, and in the top end it's absolutely stunning. It really nice, like really loves to pull all the way past 6000 rpm, but then redline comes before 6500 rpm. Anyways, you've got steering mounted paddles as well. And then, you know what, there are multiple drive modes, of course. Like, you can use the button here, drive select, and there's efficiency, comfort, auto, and individual. Yeah, there are actually 6 drive modes. There's an off-road mode too. What do these drive modes actually do? They alter the engine, the gearbox, as well as the suspension, because it's got air suspension. That is the reason why the ride is so floaty at higher speeds. And then obviously it alters the steering wheel as well. The steering feels slightly better than before somehow. It's actually light, easy to twirl, and at higher speeds it does weigh up, but kind of feels a little artificial, not very fluid in that regard. But engine is very punchy, very smooth, very nice, and has the grunt to pull hard and fast like this. Loves to rev. This motor is fantabulous, to say the least. Of course, this gearbox is also very smooth and fast shifting, and you can manually control things using the steering mounted paddles, or I can just slot it on the left side. What you're going to do, we are going to stop, we're going to launch it again, and here we are, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor. Revs till 2500. It will not hold on to a gear no matter what happens. It will upshift, so no manual control of things. By the way, we're just going to get into the 8th gear right now. Now, this is a torque converter gearbox. Smooth, very refined. Not the quickest, but yeah, it gives you the shifts when you feel the need, or whenever you need a shift, it will give you. In fact, this engine is so capable that the top speed happens to be 250 kilometers per hour. Now, that is very quick indeed, but in manual mode now, yeah, it takes a bit of time. It hesitates quite a bit to give you a downshift, and finally it's giving me 3rd right now. Dynamic mode feels the best to drive because it gives you all that grunt, all that performance, but affects the ride quality a bit because in comfort mode the ride is slightly better. Now, of course, being a German car, it is on the stiffer side. Inherently, everything is firm and stiff in this car. The result is that the ride is not the best at lower speeds, but it improves as you speed up. So high speed stability is really very nice, really very good. Audi India does not mention anything about a 48-volt mild hybrid system tech in this car, but globally every Audi Q7 has it, so the Indian model should be having it. It basically enables a coasting mode wherein without the engine, on battery power alone, you can coast for 40 seconds. Now, I'm a heavy driver, so obviously the battery is 0 right now, and it also aids in the efficiency of the car. The result is that it's minutely, I think, 10 to 15% more efficient. This one returns somewhere between 7 to 11 kilometers per liter depending on your driving style. Not great mileage. The diesel used to return almost double digits, and obviously a diesel is a diesel is a diesel is a diesel. The lack of diesel is absolutely baffling here. I don't understand why the Audi is still not offering a diesel, because the Q7 is offered with a diesel engine almost every place. In fact, right-hand drive models in South Africa and in the UK are available with diesel, and not just one, there are multiple options. That I think there's 45 TDI, whatever. So yeah, a diesel is sorely missed here. You can see, in spite of the weight and size, it's very easy to maneuver a car and sounds sporty in the higher end of the rev range. Handling is also quite nice. A body roll is well contained, seems better contained than before, because I don't know what Audi has done, but honestly it drives better than the older Q7, the pre-facelifted model, and of course the first generation one also, because compared to the first generation model, this is 300 kgs lighter. That's a great diet, definitely a great diet. Steering feels better, ride feels better, handling feels better, but still there is some amount of body roll which you have to contend with. Global models, ride and handle even better. Now, ride is better here because we are running on high profile 19-inch tires, but globally it also comes with 20 and 21s, and globally it also gets a electronic active anti-roll bar at the rear, which is paired to the 48-volt mild hybrid system. A little bumpy there. So the global models are just better, but we don't get all that tech in India, unfortunately. Obviously, a lot of cost cutting. In fact, we get one of the worst wheel designs ever in the history of Audi. I don't know why, but anyways, get rid of the throttle. There's this continuous surge with which this car pulls, relentlessly, effortlessly. This engine is absolutely phenomenal. Just it doesn't have the torque rush of a diesel and the efficiency of a diesel. And of course, an SUV should be a diesel. Specifically speaking, when this car competes with two cars which offer a diesel engine, the Mercedes-Benz GLE, which comes with not one but two diesel engine options, a 4-cylinder as well as 6-cylinder, and then they obviously have a 6-cylinder petrol as well, and the BMW X5, which also comes with a diesel engine. And the Audi Q7 is trying to replicate the Volvo XC90, which also comes with just a petrol engine, but that has a fantastic mild hybrid system. Oh no, it has a PHEV, okay, which results in 400 horsepower. Here we are down on horsepower, but still, fun factor is intact. Braking performance is fantastic, some amount of nosedive as well under heavy braking, and there you see, sure-footedness is amazing. Now, of course, it has the Quattro all-wheel drive system, which is more front-biased power delivery. Grip levels are fantabulous, even with traction control of no wheel spin whatsoever. Audi's actually given this a safety feature called lane keep assist. Finally, it's here. Lane departure warning, that's also here. In fact, at this price and in this segment, Audi should have been offering us ADAS functions, at least forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking, something which Mercedes has been offering since donkey's years now. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn on traction control so that lane keep assist works, and it is working at the moment. It's showing me that warning. I'm just going to leave it to the car to turn, and then yeah, there it is, lane keep assist working fantastically well, without a doubt. The price of this car is expected to be somewhere, okay, please take over steering and direct. No. Okay, yeah, it automatically disengages lane keep assist if I do not hold the steering wheel for more if I leave the steering wheel for more than a few seconds. So the price of this car is expected to be somewhere between 90 to 95 lakh rupees on road Mumbai, making it kind of pricey for the kind of features it has to offer, because ventilated seats are not offered, ADAS functions are not there, quite a few things are missing in this car, and that whole madness people had for the Q7, that has really deteriorated because Audi's taken its own sweet time in bringing the Q7 back to India, and it has got it without a diesel engine. Come on, lane keep assist. Yeah, that is how it's done. Fantastic. So oh my god, I'm accelerating so hard, and okay, I've touched the steering wheel. Come on, do it. No, that's about it, how much it's able to manage. Let's just change this instrument cluster mode. Now it also gets a fantastic Bang & Olufsen audio system. It's a 3G system, and let's listen to some audio right away. What nonsense comes on the radio these days. I have to fight with the steering wheel because the lane keep assist is so freaking aggressive at times. Look at this, okay, look at it. Okay, this is a very aggressive corner. My goodness, it's able to manage this. Yeah, I've touched the steering wheel. Okay, now that is interesting how beautifully well it does it. So let's just get out of this menu. It's so confusing. I need physical buttons, guys. Where's the physical button? Of course, let's play some audio. Audio quality is fantastic, no denying that fact. Radio reception could have been better though. So this Audi Q7 is better late than never. Definitely a great car. Obviously comfortable, has decent amount of features, engine is fantastic, diesel is definitely missed, more features could have been offered, and the pricing needs to be more attractive as well. I'm assuming the price, they have not announced it yet, but I'm sure it's going to touch almost 1 crore rupees. And considering how the GLE is so fantastic, the Q7 really has a big task up there. So let's see if it sells or not. So guys, this is my vlog of the Audi Q7. We're just going to take a U-turn so I can just show you how it's so easy to drive this car, which looks so big. And I know you guys missed the first generation Q7 for the road presence. Even Bollywood loved it so much, and then they stopped buying the Q7. Everyone's gone to a Range Rover, and off we go. Bye-bye.